Three, two, one, and we are live! Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a live view from the mountain. I'm actually going to skip back here. Just some gameplay in the background. I've got a few different videos that I'll be showing you there, but, you know, okay, so here's the thing. First off, I was talking for a little bit before this even got started, but I was originally going to do this on YouTube. And I've had some terrific success with YouTube in the past, streaming on it. I'm a trailblazer, guys. I start things. YouTube streaming is what I was starting. And unfortunately, this time, it didn't work for me. It says it's perfectly healthy, it's in good 1080p, but the button to start streaming is grayed out. This has happened to me about 10 billion times. So yeah, unfortunately, it's not going to work. Now, I was planning on doing it on both Twitch and YouTube so people could have their preference. Some of the benefits to actually streaming on YouTube is if you come in late, you can just skip back to wherever you want to. The quality is also absolutely gorgeous, and literally as soon as I click stop, it's still up there as a full video. You can watch instantly in full 1080. It's awesome, and obviously my channel's centered on YouTube, so that makes it even better. But we had some pretty cool news today as well. Amazon being bought, being bought by Twitch. Could you imagine that? Yeah, right. No, Amazon bought Twitch, which is not really going to change much from what I understand. It's still going to be Twitch, same management and everything in place, which has been doing a fantastic job. This is an insanely great company, Twitch, in my personal opinion. I think it's just going to get better, but great purchase by Amazon there. But hey, you know what, YouTube? You're being left in the dark a little bit here. You got your little crappy platform that doesn't seem to be working. And it's funny, too, because YouTube, like, they used to have a pretty big presence. They had youtube.com/live. Now it's just some random channel. But you could, like, you can watch a bunch of things just like on Twitch, and then they just kind of completely stopped supporting it. I don't know what they're doing, to be honest. But, yeah, it's a pretty big move, actually, letting them get bought. I'm actually kind of reading the chat here as well. I'm trying to keep up with that. It's a bit different. So, essentially, what am I doing here? This is essentially my view from the mountain. Everybody's favorite series, but I did something pretty revolutionary. I stuck a Monday on it. Monday's view from the mountain. It took me about 3 years to put that one together, but it's finally happened, believe it or not. And so that's it's pretty impressive. I know. All right. So, anyways, I'm pretty good at that. But I thought I would try and do this live rather than doing a bunch of different takes. Essentially, what I do when I do a lot of these videos is I try and just spitball everything that I can into like a 5-minute video, and then it turns out to be 10 minutes, and I go back and edit everything and keep messing around with it, and it doesn't seem to ever turn out quite as I want. Well, I mean, it does turn out good, but it takes me hours to do it, and I don't have that kind of time anymore with everything that's going on. So I thought I would just try and do it live, be able to read the comments as I have been. Unfortunately, I can't do it on both platforms, but I do have it both open right now. I'm still looking at this YouTube thing grayed out. It's killing me, but it should be pretty entertaining little show here, and you know, I don't really consider it a podcast or anything. I don't even know if this will be a weekly thing, although it does seem like it will be, possibly. We'll see how this goes over. That's going to be the thing. I might upload this to my channel afterwards. That's what I'm hoping to do, at least. And that's what I originally was going to do, obviously. But, yeah. So, what am I talking about today? The title is Hardline Our Destiny, or is Advanced Warfare Our Future? I thought that was pretty good. Threw in Hardline, Destiny, and Advanced Warfare, the games I wanted to talk about today, since we got a lot of stuff kind of coming out about these things over the past few weeks. First that's coming is going to be Destiny, which is just another week? Yeah, another 2 weeks, I think. I think it comes out early September, around the 9th, I believe, if I'm correct. Doesn't really matter, but that's going to be the first one that's coming out. And so I thought I would talk about all of these games, give a bit of comparison, give you some of my thoughts. The disclaimer here, though, obviously, is that I guess I played some Destiny. I got to play that at the beta, or with the beta, obviously. I played some Advanced Warfare at E3, although there have been revisions and updates, obviously. And then Hardline, obviously, I played the beta of that as well. So I have some exposure to all these. Beta, alpha, early stuff. It's not the official end game here. So there's only so much I can really talk about or have an opinion on. I'm sure all this is going to change once it comes out and after a month after the game is out. But some people have been asking me, what are my thoughts so far? Am I pre-ordering any of the games? What's going on with that? So I thought I would talk about that. Anyways, let's start it off with Destiny. That's coming out first. Oh boy, this is a pretty interesting thing, and I've talked a bit about this before, but this is a game that has so much potential. I was a huge World of Warcraft player. Huge, man. It was my favorite game, and I honestly think about going back and playing it sometimes because right now I really don't have any fun games that I'm enjoying. The game that I'm enjoying the most right now is Clash of Clans on my phone, to be honest. So I'm not super into any of the games. I've played a lot of Battlefield on Xbox, PC, ton of that, Payday, which I'm going to relate to in Hardline. A lot of great games out there, but I'm just not too attached to one of them right now. So I've been honestly considering it, although I don't think I will, because the fundamentals have changed so much since I had last really been into it. Hold on, let me change the video here. How about this one? Yeah, this is old gameplay. Get over it, son. Most of you guys have never seen these anyway, so I'm sure you're enjoying it. I had the volume muted, but anyways, how long this? Oh god, this is only a 5-minute gameplay. I gotta find longer ones. I told you there's gonna be a million things that go wrong, and this is the first one. Get over it and just enjoy it. Damn it. All right. Yeah, I did try Insurgency Lost 2 Frostbite. That was a pretty sick game as well, but overall, there's nothing that's really capturing my attention right now. And so going back to it, World of Warcraft. The only thing, it's not like, when I first played it, every class had their own role to play. This is pretty, I'm just going to keep it high level, so if you've never even played it, you can at least get a grasp for it. You know, like in Destiny, there's 3 different classes: Hunter, Warlock, Titan. It was the same type of way in World of Warcraft when that first came out. You had classes specifically designated for healing, for taking the damage, for dealing the damage, for doing AoE. And now every class can heal and do whatever they want. There's a billion different combinations. It's insane. It's gotten too much for me, at least personally. Everybody's got their own cup of tea, and that was just one of the things that I really enjoyed about it. I played it on the pre-BC, if you guys are familiar with that. But translating it over to Destiny, I don't know if it's got that same type of diversity between it. Not that it's going to be a bad thing, but that's just one thing that I'm going to be looking out for once the game fully does drop. Because it's going to be an FPS. How can you really have a Titan being a tank, taking all the damage, when he's just getting blasted with bullets? You know, that doesn't make too much sense to me. I think a lot of the unique characteristics of each class and their abilities are going to be awesome, but I don't know how that's going to be. I think one of the big things, though, for me is going to be working together. I think they were calling them strikes, if I heard them in that trailer. They've had a few trailers drop so far, but I think I heard the developer talking about it as strikes, or where you have to actually work together to take out a boss. Super interested in that. When I was playing the beta, that was one of my favorite things, was working together with some other people. It's been one of my favorite things in any type of video game. The problem is, so far, with an FPS, how much diversity can you really get in your gameplay? Now, obviously, we got a very small look at it in the beta, but it seemed pretty rinse and repeat no matter what the boss was. You know, it didn't have any really unique strategies. To compare this to WoW, since it is my best reference point personally, you know, you had 40 people back in the day working together where you had to have like 5 different teams or squads set up within that to work together to take this thing down, with everybody working together using an insane strategy. Now, I'm not talking about something that complex. Obviously, you're probably going to have like 3 to 5 people on a team here, but I want to see something pretty unique coming out of here. And when you go to these new bosses to get your new loot and everything, like, some unique strategies coming out. I don't know. I'm not a developer, but, you know, I want to have some good, rigorous challenge in here that you can't do by yourself. I don't want to be relying on myself. I want to have to rely on a team, use communication. You guys know my live series, my casting. I'm a big communicator, man. On the battlefield, you got to keep it up. You got to keep those comms frequencies, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Niner. You know what I mean? Because I don't. But yeah, that's one of the aspects I'm looking forward to in Destiny, and hopefully they'll preserve on it. The only other thing that I was kind of worried about with that before it drops here is that we've only seen it go to level 20, right? In terms of the gear that we saw in the game, from what we've seen, max level is 20. And I've seen somewhere else 25, I've heard that, but considering I got to level 8 in about 2 hours, that's almost half the game, that kind of concerned me a bit. Now, I did have somebody working with me, but I'm planning on playing this game as a group anyways, so, you know, I should get through this game pretty quickly. I don't know how that's going to be. You know, that's something that's kind of worrying me if I get to level 20 pretty quick. But, like I was saying, if they have good end game where you got to work together, then it could be pretty good. So, I don't know. Hold on. Let me change the video, and then I'll read through some of the comments here. Six-man raids. Yeah, I think as long as it's less than 10-man, it can still be pretty manageable. I don't know what the max I would want. You definitely couldn't do 40, especially since there's only 3 different classes. The diversity that you're going to have in the gameplay is going to be pretty minute. I'm curious, too, what people's most interested game is between these 3 that are coming out. In terms of mine so far, you've heard some of my thoughts on Destiny. Let me get rid of those annotations. Sorry about that. So far, I'm definitely most excited for Destiny, especially since it's so close to coming out. Like, this is going to be so much fun being able to play this, start getting some gear. The RPG aspects are so much fun, and being able to level up. The MMO aspect, I'm pretty doubtful on as well. I had mentioned this in my previous commentary, referring this to Defiance, another game that was coming out that looks... I'm sorry. This is a game that had come out last year and looked pretty good, but was garbage. I don't know if you guys ever played it. That was my personal opinion on it. It was pretty dang garbage. It had the MMO aspect, and everybody was just stealing all your stuff all the time, and it was super glitchy, laggy, because there were so many people all together. It was MMORPG, and it was rough. It was rough, man. I never actually bought the game. It was the beta, of course, and I watched some gameplay of it, but it died off very quickly. I don't think Destiny's going to do that for one simple reason. And one reason why this game has been so popular so far and why it has so much hype in the first place. That is Bungie. A lot of people, especially if you're on the PlayStation, now you guys are getting the Bungie experience. But many of them have always said, Halo, what the heck is this game? It's no fun. It was an awesome game to a lot of people. Even if you didn't enjoy it, trust me, there are millions of people out there who loved that game, especially me. I was one of them. Back in my middle school, I was murking on some kids in Halo. Loved the ranking system, the custom games. There was 10 million different things to do in that game whenever you wanted to do it. And I was a glitcher at that time, so I'd play some nasty glitches, and I had so much fun in that. It wasn't even funny. Like, all my buddies were into it. That was awesome. Because of that alone, I'm willing to give Destiny a try. I'm sure there's at least a million other people out there who are feeling the same way about me. And it's really for a variety of different... 3-minute gameplay? What am I doing? All right, here's a longer one. A little longer. When did I start uploading such... Well, I guess I didn't really... See, this is a long commentary that I'm doing here. These are my older view from the mountain type videos. They were a bit shorter, but a bit more concise as well. So, anyways, Halo was a freaking awesome game. You know, after Halo 2, it started dying off for me a bit, but, you know, you had other developers coming in after Halo 2 as well. So, anyways, I'm a huge fan of Bungie, and they did a terrific job with this game. If any other developer would have been on Bungie, or, excuse me, been on Destiny right now, do you think it would have such a big response? Just think about that for a second. If it was just some other developer, even if they advertised it just as well, they've got the MMORPG aspect, which is pretty revolutionary in and of itself. But is it enough to take it to super hype level to get it keep going? We had Defiance. I was just talking about that a while ago. Most of you guys probably didn't even hear that game. It's not that great. At least in my opinion, like I said. But it didn't have nearly as much traction as especially this game does right now. We had Titanfall blow up. I've never seen a game come out of nowhere with more power than Titanfall. One of the reasons that it had so much power was because of its YouTube presence. Even me, a relatively smaller YouTuber, got early beta access. I got to go. They brought me out to LA, played the game early, got to capture some footage, share it out there. There was about 50 other YouTubers there. We were all uploading it, hyping it, super excited, because if you play a game early, you're pretty excited in general. Even if you don't think it's the best game in the world, which I'm not saying Titanfall wasn't, or I didn't feel that way, but it makes it feel 10 times better, especially with hugely new mechanics like that. That's something that Destiny's bringing to the table too. It's definitely new mechanics that they're bringing out here, and you can't deny that. Even if it's not as revolutionary as Titanfall, where you're just running off of walls, doing crazy stuff. The problem with Titanfall, I've said this before, I said it before the even game came out, it didn't have enough content to keep people playing it for a long period of time. Limited playlists, no single player. Definitely, it pulls people back, especially when you're charging a full $60 for a game. Destiny is coming out with something brand new. They've got a huge, hopefully, that's another thing too. It's got to have a good, solid single player to let people keep playing it and get into it. Because if your buddies are playing it and they already beat it and then they're bored with it, then it's not going to get you to get it. Or if you're playing it, your buddies are thinking about getting it, you already beat it, there's not that much to it, you got to get that game keep going, so more and more people are going to get it. And the more people that get it, the more support they can have, the more DLC that's going to drop. It's going to be a beautiful thing, hopefully. I mean, yeah, okay, so I'm excited about that. And I know I keep going off on tangents, but there's just a lot of stuff to talk about this. And I'm just flying off the cuff right now. You know, this is how I would talk if my buddy was here. But another huge point for this game, right? It's coming out September 9th. Why are more games not doing this? Are you kidding me? Well, let's look at, how did GTA 5 do? It didn't come out the normal November time when every other single game comes out. Let's look at that. Other game developers, I'm going to ask you, how did GTA do? Have you guys heard of this game called Grand Theft Auto 5? Of course. It is the freaking most popular game. So many people even blew up on YouTube because of that. I mean, I know at least like 50 channels, just myself, that I've seen, of people that blew up only doing GTA 5. And granted, it was an insanely epic game with a million things to do, but it came out at a different time, so everybody who was already planning on getting COD or Battlefield got an early access head start. It's not a traditional time for the game to come out, I'll give you that, but everybody's dying for a new game right now. Everybody on YouTube says it, and the comments generally tend to agree every year that this is around the time when everybody's bored of games and we're looking for something new. And, you know, you could go either way with it, but that's, you know, come on, give us a game. So Destiny, definitely props to you on dropping a game at a good time here. Like I said, Bungie, excellent developer for, okay, GTA 5, Slayer said GTA 5 sucks right now, though. Okay, the game's been out for, what, over a year now? Almost a year? That's a pretty good longevity to it. And let me tell you, you might think that, but there are millions of people still playing that game. And it's still only on the Xbox 360. Oh, man. People these days. People these days. I don't know. Anyways, I think I've said a good amount on Destiny. I'm going to try and read through some of the comments here. Unfortunately, YouTube still, that button's just grayed out saying, start streaming? We're preparing your encoder. Oh, thanks. You're doing a great job at preparing that for me. Meanwhile, it still says that I have good health for 1080p. I guess I can't scroll too far back on this Twitch one. But yeah, I think, you know, I'm pretty excited for Destiny coming out. Oh yeah, and also free DLC from GTA. When you have that many people playing it, there's so much support, you could drop some free DLC. Come on. I know it. Anyways, I think they have got a ton of hype because of all this stuff that's going on. I'm hoping that it's going to have longevity to it that we've seen some of these other games provide. And that's going to be a good point for Destiny. Hopefully it's going to be enough to play. I'm getting it, though. I'm excited to start having something new to play, and hopefully it's a good experience with actually different boss fights to encounter. And on top of that, look at the multiplayer aspect of this thing. It's almost like a COD or something. It's got new aspects with the double jump, with all this stuff that's going on. You know, I mean, they have a double... I'm talking about the Advanced Warfare is going to have a double jump, but Sorry, I'm going to change the video here. I'll be more prepared with this next time. This is honestly, oh God, a 3-minute video. What are you doing, Stone? I know some of my later stuff is longer. But, oh good, a 63-second domination game from Halo 4. Because I was so beast. But, anyways, I think it's pretty well covered on Destiny. Hopefully you guys got a good idea of that. Not seeing any additional questions coming through on it so far, or things that I should cover. Yeah, Diablo 3, that's a pretty popular game as well for different aspects. Not one of my personal favorites, but I watched a lot of that gameplay. The weird thing for me was the third person. Anyways, I don't want to get off this too much. Let's go on to the next one. Talked a good bit about Destiny. I want to cover Hardline a little bit. We've gotten some more detail from this. If you guys haven't seen it, there was a 12-minute single-player campaign release. Very typical of Battlefield to do, dropping their single-player gameplay. We've already seen a lot of the multiplayer from this. Obviously, we already got a beta experience. They're going to be coming out with another beta experience. They've also delayed the game a bit. Completely understandable. They're actually taking our feedback. I'm very impressed with that. But it's still going to be a $70 game from everything we know, so they better be taking our feedback and hammering out some more stuff into this game. It really looks a lot like Battlefield 4, though. Like, I heard him saying, like, this is a brand new, look at the aspects of the moving or something like that. Looks the exact same as Battlefield 4, bro. I'm sorry. At least for the single player. I've never really played the Battlefield single player too much. Battlefield 4, the thing that gets me is that I always watch the trailers. You know, the 12 minutes of early gameplay, and then I start playing the game, and I'm like, God, I've already played all of this. Can't I, you know, I already watched all this. Can't I just skip this? And then I gotta replay all the stuff I've already watched like 3 times in trailers and breakdowns and all that. So that always like hinders me. And then the worst thing about Battlefield 4 was I beat the part and I started getting ahead of it, and then my Xbox froze, so then I had to restart everything, and then I never played it. So I think that was what happened. I don't remember. I might have kept playing it. I don't even remember. All these FPS shooter campaigns just blur together for me, except for Payday. And if you guys have ever played Payday 2, I know this is a bit off topic, especially if you have never played it. Payday 2 is, an SMG montage. You guys can watch me beast for a few minutes. I used to put annotations on everything, dude. I had so much time on my hands back in the day. Anyways, it's only 720p? All right, well, that's what you get. I guess I was a noob back in the day, too. But some beast gameplay regardless. Oh, super kill 6-man. All right, now I got to pay attention here. All right, so Payday 2. This is what people were saying Hardline was copying. BS. Hardline did not copy Payday 2, okay? I thought so at first, too. Then I actually bought Payday 2 and started playing it. It is such a cool game. I'm planning on uploading some videos on it. I just need to get a squad together to actually play the damn thing, because it sucks playing it by yourself, because the best part of that is stealth missioning it. And the fact they allow you to stealth mission in the most realistic way I've seen, right? First off, Hardline is player versus player, for the most part, in terms of the multiplayer. Whereas, that 8-man feed! I'm such a beast! With the drop shot, 2-piece, 1-piece, triple headshot, lateral. All right, I gotta stop watching this. Anyways, it's a completely different game. And you work together in Payday 2, where you have to deal with cameras, guards, and then you can there's a whole bunch of interactive things. Different things change each time you go into the mission, so it's not always the same if you fail and just want to start it over. It's really pretty sick game, to be honest. If you've never checked it out, I'd highly recommend it. Hardline seems like it's going to be a Battlefield 4 with just, instead of countries fighting each other, it's going to be more oriented towards bad guys and good guys within America, or within wherever it is, you know. You got kind of cops and robbers aspect, FBI, CSI, whoever, military going in and kind of doing some stealth type missions, at least what I've seen from the single player. I'm hoping that there's going to be a cooperative aspect to that. It might have been something I've overlooked so far. I know the multiplayer is going to have some different game modes, which I'm definitely excited for, but I still think that this could just be a big DLC patch, to be honest, to Battlefield 4 in terms of some of this. But I know that it is different developer working on it, so that's nice that they can actually have a dedicated system focusing on this game. And there actually is some different aspects here. One of the things that I noticed is you can throw your bullet shells casing across the room, play a little distraction. Definitely not going to work on multiplayer or in real life, because I was watching it, it's like in one of the scenes he like throws the bullet over to the side and the guard just like, he's like, what was that? And walks over just straight to it, doesn't even look around or anything, and the guy just comes up behind him and punches him and cuffs him. And then it's like, okay, he's cuffed. Now you're walking away. What's to stop him from standing up and just alerting everybody? Especially because you're like moving across this entire warehouse. It didn't seem as realistic, right? Because in Payday, you've got cameras you got to watch out for. You got to keep the people down. They'll run. They'll call cops. Like, it's pretty crazy. So that's why I'm saying it's not the same game as Payday. Okay? Let's just get that out of the way. Oh, I think... why is this not an SMG? Oh, there's the SMG. Okay, so I got one SMG kill with my swarms going off. That was why it was in it. That was why I was in it. Pretty beast SMG gameplay. Hopefully you guys like that one. I've got like a bunch of And We're Alive, stuff like that going here. Oh, I should find my best gameplay ever. That would be a good one to show you guys. But pretty awesome in terms of... here, let me close out of these again. Did I already show this one? I think I already showed this one. I mean, I know you guys aren't here for the gameplay in general, but... you know, figure I might as well make it somewhat entertaining. This was like right at the beginning. I think this is my first Black Ops 2 video. Sentry gun. Hey, you guys can watch me at the beginning of Black Ops 2. Bet you didn't expect to see this today. Hey, cool. Did you see that? It said I was streaming on Twitch too. Hey, that's pretty cool. But yeah, I think Hardline's going to be a completely different game, and I hope it has enough content really to be able to be played for a long time. That's my main concern with that, you know, and to be unique gameplay, different from Battlefield 4, especially if we have to drop $70 on the game. I think some of the like rescuing hostage type game modes could be interesting. I'm just trying to think how I want to word this, you know. I feel like it's just similar to one flag, capture the flag, or things like that, though. It doesn't feel extremely unique. But like I said, I haven't really played too much of this. We got to play one game mode, which could go either way. And it was pretty fun to play, to be honest with you. The aspect of having the hang gliding thing or whatever, just zip line, that's what I'm more looking for there. Zip line right across everything. Yeah, that was a pretty sick aspect. The little thing that pulls you up to higher places is what's trash, though. I tried that a bunch. Didn't work. Hopefully they improve that. But yeah, we'll see if they develop enough unique stuff in terms of that. If I was going to choose a game, I'd most likely go with Destiny. Fortunately, you'll be able to see a lot of reviews and gameplay from Destiny before Hardline comes out to see if the game does tank. Then you can wait a week and see what people are saying about it, or even a month, and then you know, see when Hardline comes out as well, if that's something that you want to go into. But it's going to have a different aspect as well. Also, I heard that the RPG is going to be taken out, which would be pretty crazy as well, because the Engineer class RPG was so beast. Absolutely beast. The best class in the game. Oh, no. Oh, there we go. I absolutely loved that class. It was ridiculous, because all the vehicles were transport vehicles. It was finally a Battlefield that I could get behind, because you guys might know, I'm not a big fan of some of the vehicles. I used to be a big only sniper and only jet. That was it. That was all I was about. Now I've kind of branched out. I've gotten more into the kind of gun-on-gun action of the game. And, you know, anyways, let's move on to Advanced Warfare here. And I'm going to go ahead and grab a quick drink and turn the AC on because it's getting hot talking for this long. I don't even know I've been going here. And then I'll read some comments. So, back in 30. All right. Oh, you guys enjoying that gameplay? I know you are. Sorry there's no sound, because that's because I'm talking over it. Otherwise, I would play that. So, we've covered some of Hardline. Some of Destiny. Skull G says Division looks good. Suit Up Man also says it looks good. Oh, Slayer says it looks good too. It looks like a lot of people are excited for this one. Yeah, Division looks so sick. Some of the the UI aspects look insane on that game. But I gotta be honest, the third-person shooters are not my particular favorite. They traditionally haven't been. And if there's any game that I can say I'm so excited for, it's oh shoot, it's Tom Clancy's Siege. I remembered it. I don't know how I did that. Oh, I wished I could play this at E3. Me and my buddy NoJ456 were just hunting, trying to play that game. It looks so awesome. So awesome. If you like the destructible environment with Battlefield, which is one of my favorite things, that game has got some insane destructible environment. I'm going to go ahead and play this Halo 4. Then I'm going to go back to my videos and go back to more present-day videos that are... Oh, actually, I could go back to Black Ops 1. Be pretty cool. Yeah, this is the first day Halo 4 came out. Halo 4 sniping montage. So it's pretty dope. Yeah, this kind of ties in with Bungie from what I was talking about earlier as well. The last one, though. Some of the most exciting information that we've gotten lately. Haven't talked about it yet. This is where I started out with Call of Duty. You guys have been seeing me beast on some Call of Duty Black Ops 2. And we've gotten some more information for Advanced Warfare. It's time, baby. It is that time of year. Excellent time of year. Just, it feels like Christmas almost whenever you start hearing about Call of Duty stuff. Although, I gotta say, Collateral! Oh, you like that one. You like that one, I know. I know, for the triple kill. Anyways, it's not better this year, though. I gotta say, I was so let down with the Modern Warfare 3 and Ghost. Black Ops 2 was actually a huge favorite of mine. Even when it came out, go watch my videos then. Favorite game, all time. Black Ops 1 was my favorite. Then Black Ops 2 beat it for me. Ghost wasn't my cup of tea. I know, see, the thing is, though, people that are just coming onto the Call of Duty franchise now, who are us when we were just starting to play Black Ops 1, me personally, if you're just starting to play Ghost, I'm sure you're going to enjoy the game. It's a pretty dang fun game, but it's just not as good as the previous games to me. So that's kind of my thing, and they took so many steps backwards with it, it hurt. It looks like the new development studio is actually taking a new twist. Traditionally, we've had Treyarch and Infinity Ward on this game. Now we've got Sledgehammer developing this one, which is new. They actually worked on Modern Warfare 3, if I'm not mistaken there. Either way, they worked on a previous Call of Duty. And, yeah, I think it was Modern Warfare 3, because that one wasn't really my favorite. And so I was kind of skeptical about these guys, but they're changing it up. Now, I said this on my Twitter and on my Facebook, and people were like, Stone, it's not something new. I said, it looks like Call of Duty is actually trying to do something new this year with the double jump and the dash, exoskeleton, crazy BS that's happening. They saw the hype from Titanfall and want to capture it. Here's the difference with Titanfall. It wasn't just the double jump that brought that game huge. It was the wall running aspect, the Titans, a lot of diverse gameplay that we've never seen before. I don't think Call of Duty can pull it off. That being said, they're not going for the full aspect. They're going for the double jump. They're going for the dashes. And, yeah, I'm 50-50 on it at this point. I don't know. It's still early. It's still early. I can't give my final judgment. One of the things that really worried me was that, hold on, I'll tell you what really worried me in a second. I want to find a good one here. Oh, this is a Modern Warfare 3. I was just talking about Modern Warfare 3. I think it was Modern Warfare 3. Oh, this is the best one. Watch this. Oh, this is good. This is good. This is good. Through the care package, I get knifed. Oh, no, I was the last one alive. Care package smashes them. You're a beast, Stone. You are a beast. Yeah, that was the end of Black Ops 1 for me, and I started doing Modern Warfare 3 at this point, I think. That was why I uploaded this. But I had this clip in a few different places. Care package drops right on him, shuts him down. Boom. Get owned. Yeah, so... let me see. Yep, it's going to be a Modern Warfare 3 gameplay. Nice. This is when I was talking Modern Warfare 3 versus Black Ops. Oh, man. Whew. But anyways, I don't know how Ghost is, or how Advanced Warfare is going to be in too much detail. But okay, let's regain my train of thought here. Minecraft is a better quality game, Kurt says. And then he says wrecked Infinity Ward. Yeah, I wasn't too thrilled with the Infinity Ward games, but you know, I still played it. I still enjoyed it. I still got Moabs, dropping them like a boss. You know how I do. But yeah, this is gonna be interesting seeing this. And okay, so they're totally flipping the script here, right? They're starting something brand new. Oh, the Kevin Spacey aspect of Advanced Warfare. I love Kevin Spacey. He's gonna be awesome on that. I might actually play the campaign for that, to be honest. That's gonna be pretty cool. Yeah, I watched all the House of Cards. Awesome show. He's gonna be great in the series, I'm sure. Man, I just keep dropping Moabs. Freaking, I'm a boss, dude. Where did I get so good at these games? Oh, I haven't been playing too much of this. And this leads me into what I was talking about. What's one of the main things? What's the main driver to Call of Duty? For me personally, it's these achievements. It's going in and fighting to get your kill streaks. And getting some sick kill streaks and destroying. Modern Warfare 2 wasn't my particular favorite. I got a lot of AC-130s, started wrecking on some kids, but the nukes ruined the game because it just ended it. And if somebody got nuked, it just ended the game. I mean, that didn't ruin the game, but, you know, made it kind of annoying. There's a lot of different things that made it kind of frustrating in that game, Modern Warfare 2. Black Ops 1 did it so beautiful, including people camping. A little bit less camping in Black Ops 1. A little bit better hit detection. They're stepping their game up here, and this is when I really fell in love with the Call of Duty franchise. You had to really work. If you wanted to get your dog's kill streak, if you wanted to get a 100-plus gameplay, it was possible. You know, you got rewarded for being a beast. You absolutely did. The chopper gunner was insane. The dogs were insanely powerful. You get them together, it's game over. You get a Blackbird, which stops people. No more ghosts. Get out of those corners. I'm coming for you. I know where you are. You better have better gun skill than me. You don't. And get wrecked. Just like right there. Picking up a nice little three-piece no-scope. That's what it was like. And you got rewarded for that. The UAV actually did something as well. You didn't have to put something on the ground and just cry because there's not another one down and your teammates are all bad and not putting other ones down because you need two of them for UAV to do anything. It's ridiculous. Although, I gotta say, Ghost did step it up with the thing where if they were above or below you, they told you that. Come on. That's huge. Especially since the game had about 10 different floors on every map. You absolutely had to have that. If it didn't have that, I would have cried. But the biggest thing for me is those kill streaks and having something to work towards and then being rewarded for it and being able to murk. That's my fun. That's what I love about Call of Duty. That's, you know, pretty unique to it. In terms of Battlefield, I could play that and just have a good time for a while, but there's nothing like I'm really working towards. You know, I'm just kind of, maybe I'll play the objective, maybe I'll go for some kills. I don't really know, and that's kind of one of the things why I'll kind of get tired of playing Battlefield relatively quickly, especially if I don't have a squad. Whereas with COD, I can even go play by myself and just go murk on some kids, getting some chopper gunners, dogs, and I remember it took me so long to get to the dogs, like embarrassingly long. And that was when I started watching X-Jaws and like started taking tips and started getting into YouTube because I wanted to learn how to do all this stuff that people were beasting with and drop a 100 kill game like you see right there. That was what was fun for me. Other people like the multiplayer aspect or the competitive aspect, and Black Ops 2 catered to that beautifully. They had league play incorporated. Excellent. Now you've got something you can fight towards if you're a more competitive player. Awesome. You know, then they also had good custom games. They also had theater mode. Like, what happened to all of these things? I feel like it's not that great anymore. But anyways, hold on 1 second. Let me shoot a text real quick. Sorry, guys. I'm doing this live this time, so mistakes will be made. And, okay. That was my fun in that game, though. And I think a lot of people as well. That's a huge driver for COD, being a beast. And being able to show off to your friends your KD, or maybe not KD. I don't know if everybody cares about that. I personally don't. I care about my KD in certain games, in certain situations. And then I'll back out a bunch of games and lose a bunch of games. But, you know, I have my own way of having fun. That's something that I'm hoping Advanced Warfare incorporates, right? Being able to reward you for your kill streaks. So, you know, I mean, I've seen some of the kill streaks so far. Fortunately, it does appear that it is back to a point streak system, which I did like in Black Ops 2, although it wasn't really the most straightforward in terms of how many points you actually have, because that little bar was a terrible indicator of how many more kills you needed. Be like, 1 off, dude. Dude, I'm 1 off. I'm going for the double kill. Oh, double kill. Oh, I'm 1 off, dude. I'm still 1 off. It's like, you can't even tell. Whereas at least in this Modern Warfare 3, you did have some sort of indicator. But anyways, that was always funny, dude. I always cracked up because I always said that. 1 off, 1 off. And then I needed another 3 kills because you can't really tell, especially when you get high up there. But they're bringing back that point streak system, which I think is going to be nice. Hopefully they actually reward you for playing the objective. Biggest mistake in Ghost, in my opinion, was the fact that they didn't reward you for playing the objective. I gave 0 craps about the objective once Ghost came out. Played it almost 0% of the time because I generally played by myself, didn't care about my win-loss, just wanted to murk on some kids, and, you know, domination's the easier way to do it because you know where they're going to spawn from. Also, I played a lot of TDM as well. But when I was playing the objective, generally didn't care about it. Whereas in Black Ops 2, even if somebody else cared about the objective in the game, I was on that like Donkey Kong, dropping the 200 free points, getting another 200 free points if you get a kill on it. It was insane. It was so much fun. I had a ton of fun in Black Ops 2. So I'm hopefully they can bring some of that back. And it does look like it's more catered towards Black Ops 2, although it does look very familiar to Modern Warfare 3 and the other one. So it's going to be interesting to see what it's like right down the middle there. Maybe not right down the middle, but let's see. What is this? Ooh, Black Ops 1. Now we're talking. Yeah. This is a great game. Great game. Bravo. Bravo, Treyarch. Yeah, Ghost had point streaks. All right, but anyways, those are some of my thoughts on Advanced Warfare. I think it's going to be a pretty dope game in terms of the kill streak so far because of that incorporation. Some of the new game modes look pretty interesting. Honestly, I would love to see another... let me actually stop this one. Close out of it. I would actually love to see another World War II shooter come out. Another Vietnam War shooter. Like, what's wrong with that? Right? I mean, why do we have to keep going into the future with everything? Everything's in the future. Give me, like, the graphics have gotten better in these games. You can do more now. Let's revisit this, you know? Another World War II one would be awesome. You don't have to do the exact same thing you did last time. You can have some variation. It could be pretty similar, but, you know, change it up a bit. You know, I'd like them to change it a good bit. Obviously, you can't change the story too much. It's World War II, but you know, you can change some of the aspects in terms of who you follow or things like that. Anyways, I think that'd be dope. I also don't know if the Blackbird's coming back, which I pray it does, because that was a hugely great aspect of this game. Man, once you master Call of Duty, it becomes so much fun to play. It becomes a lot of fun. I haven't really, you know, it's harder on the new ones too. I have noticed as well, this is a big thing, the 3-lane type system is much more familiar. It's much more familiar to the 3-lane. Actually, I can't really confirm that completely. It's more familiar than Ghosts from what I've seen, but it's not a Black Ops or a Treyarch game. In terms of like, it's more like, I think of like a Treyarch game, more like Speedball. You know, like if you ever played paintball, Speedball, where it's like a smaller course, you kind of, you know the angles and the objectives for the most part, and you know, it seems a bit more manageable. It's getting a bit more crazy nowadays with Ghosts, Modern Warfare 3 especially. Black Ops 2 was alright. Yeah, so let's talk a bit more about some of the crazy stuff in this game now, because we've been keeping it pretty PG so far. Advanced Warfare is going to have double jumps. I mentioned it, but it's going to be different. And, you know, this is one of the things I said when I posted on Facebook and Twitter, how it is going to be different. It's going to be different, guys. Like, being able to double jump in a Call of Duty, especially because I've also noticed it's going to be more like Ghosts, where there's 3 or 4, you know, 2 or 3 floors on every map. People are going to be jumping around. The snipers are going to have a bit more trouble. Although that bolt action, not even bolt action, it's just one shot and then you reload, although it's the same time as bolt action, it seems very powerful as well. I'm kind of scared of that. But at the same time, I'm going to be double jumping, sliding around, doing a bunch of crazy stuff. Hey, maybe I'll have an advantage. You know, I think that it could work. I think I said earlier I wasn't too much of a fan of it, but I think it actually could work. I don't know. You know, this is pretty difficult. I'm trying to read the comments, see what you guys think about this, but it's been one of the things I've been going back and forth on, to be honest. So revolutionary, Skull says. Bunny Hop Extreme. Must buy double jump his life. Wow, this is a better response than I was expecting for it. OMGW jump, Video Game Joe says. I mean, Titanfall 2.0. You guys are giving it too much credit. I don't know. I don't know about all that. I mean, it looks like it's going to be pretty good, but it still doesn't have like the grab features where you can just grab and then climb up on things, at least from what I've seen. That's something that I think is going to be pretty key. So here's my thoughts right now. As of before it's live, before all of this stuff, I'm thinking it's going to be okay. Like it could work. Oh yeah, this is what I was saying earlier though. The thing that scares me about it is the fact that they said they're going to have a normal playlist without it. It's like, make up your mind. You have to choose one or the other, because this is just like having bare bones in all these games. It's just going to take a few people away from the main game. Everybody's going to be playing the game differently, and it's rough, dude. It's really rough when you start doing that. Oh, is this Battlefield 3 gameplay? Oh, it's like 47 seconds. Come on, dog. Oh, yeah, it was a C4 thing I did. Ooh, gunship. I'm like going through all my old videos right now. This is cool. You guys got to check out some of my gameplay you've probably never seen. You can go back and listen to some of it if you want. I got 500 something videos on here, but where was I at? Waiting for the next Treyarch game. Waiting for a good PC port. Yeah, I don't know how PC's gonna be. Oh, those people were saying the double jump was sarcasm. Okay, it's hard to read sarcasm, dude. At least one person said that. Yeah, no, Video Game Joe said no one cares about double jump. Must have all been sarcastic. Yeah, okay, so you guys were just vibing off what I said. Got it, I'm with you. Yeah, I think it could be good, though, to be honest. Double jumping around, it's something new for Call of Duty. The thing that scares me is that it is going to be split. It's just like with the competitive scene, how they don't play the game that anybody else plays. You know, you don't want to have inconsistency across everybody's experience. Now, you want to have some openness to different aspects, but, actually, I think it's okay that they have that. It's going to be a side playlist. If you're going to implement something new, though, I feel like you got to stick with it. This double jump and all this stuff. I don't know. To be honest, it's pretty scary to see it coming out. It's totally going to be different for Call of Duty. And in the next one, I doubt they're going to have double jump. So, I don't know, man. This is really going to be a game changer. Master Chief, everybody's talking about Halo now. The only thing that makes me a little happier about it, though, like I said, is the sniping. Being able to avoid the snipers. And it could make for some more fast-paced gameplay. If you've been watching any of it, though, it's all been highlights. From any of the people who have uploaded it, it's been highlights. It's going to be extremely depressing when you're getting punched by somebody and one shot by him by the sniper. When you're the actual one dying every second. Because that's what I think the game is going to be more like. You know, you get a few hours of gameplay, there's going to be some good moments in there where you get a couple of feeds going, right? Well, that doesn't normally happen, and so we'll see how much you're going to get pissed off playing the game, too. It's going to be a huge factor, but like I said, hopefully we'll see the reward system working out. But let's see. Let's recap a bit, guys. We talked about Hardline. Well, we started with Destiny. That's the game that's coming out very soon. It's got some pretty sick aspects about it. And, you know, hopefully the MMORPG stands up. Being able to play with other people. Okay, I got to say this too. I forgot to mention this earlier. The biggest grievance that I have so far, I think, with Destiny is that, what does the game say? It's a co-op game. It's a multiplayer game. Right? That's the goal of this thing. Play with your buddies. It's MMO. You're always going to be online. Well, why can't we talk to anybody? You can't even talk with your friends when you want to play the thing. They better revamp that thing. Big time, baby. I was playing with my friend. You can't even talk to each other. First off, it's based off of how close you are to them. That's how you talk to them. You don't think millions of years in the future, or whenever this thing is set, they maybe have radios in their head? That's something we've got now. We're in 2014. What? You can only talk to people if you're close to them? Come on, dog. You've got, like, laser weapons. What? So, if you don't know, first off, you can't use a party if you're playing the game, which really sucks. And then, if you do kind of go into a fire squad, you can only talk to people who are close to you. I think if you go far enough away, then it'll put it on a radio. But it's still so quiet, you can't even hear them over the game, which kind of sounds, you know, like, okay. Or, you know, in terms of an implementation standpoint, like, yeah, okay, that kind of makes sense. You could do that where if you're shooting a gun or there's some stuff happening, it might be harder to hear your buddy talking. But, oh wait, what is this? Hey, look, it's me streaming a stream. Ha! Let's not play that one. Let's check this one out. Ooh, 10-minute gameplay. This will be a good one. Oh, I think this was that 100-kill game I got. This is a good one. Now you can see the whole gameplay. But that was one of the most ridiculous things, to be honest. Oh, yeah, one of the things, too, about Destiny is it's not going to be at 60 frames, which, yeah, that was what Kurt just said. Playing at anything less than 45 is a joke. Definitely, dude. I went back and played Battlefield 3 on the 360. That is rough, man. It was good for its time, but it's rough going back to it. At least for me, man. I'm not into the olden times for the graphics. I want to see the freshest graphics that I can possibly get. Yeah, and Destiny's not going to be on the PC Lite. I didn't even mention that yet, but yeah, it's not going to be on PC, console only. So that's, you know, it's got some stuff working against it. But I am looking for something new to play. And the graphics are pretty good, considering, you know. Considering it's still on the previous gen, which I have my own grievances about. It's pretty decent looking game. But, yeah, so those are my thoughts for Destiny. It's going to be interesting. Excited to see it come out. I'll probably do some more talking about that in the future, but I think I pretty much covered most of it. That freaking communicating with your buddies, though, come on, dude. That's, like, fundamental. If you're going to be an MMO playing game, like, you can't even adjust your game volume in terms of, like, oh, let me turn this down so I can hear my friend more. Nope, you can't talk to your friend. You're going to play by yourself. Sorry, bro. Yeah, that's what it felt like. And then if I'm going to stream it, which, hey, do you guys want the support of YouTubers and streamers? Well, then make it an enjoyable experience for their audience. Let us adjust the audio settings so we can let them have a good time, too, rather than blow their eardrums out with loud sounds so they can hear the other people, too. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? Hopefully that'll change. That was, of course, beta. We saw that, so that'll be interesting. But Hardline, I think it looks okay so far. The single player doesn't particularly impress me myself. Ooh, Lost just brought up something good. I'll get to that in a second. And then Advanced Warfare, pretty excited. But Not as excited as previous ones. And I'm keeping my expectations low because I've been let down multiple times. That being said, I still do think it has some potential. Dude, I'm worried about this double jump and stuff. Like, I've really been going over it a lot. I think it could be okay, but it's not going to be our same old COD. And it's not going to be Titanfall either. I don't know, dude. Because it's different when you play it by yourself too, or with a few people, and then once you get it in the hands of millions of people, it's going to be interesting, dude. It's going to be pretty dang interesting. But the final thing that he had mentioned that I just read was Evolve. This game looks so cool. It's 4-on-1, 4 people against a monster, and the monster is even a player. So cool. You got to use teamwork, squad work. I think that game's going to be fun. I don't know if it's going to be a full $60 game. I'm hoping not. That's one of my big things. I think that game should be priced accordingly. But I don't know if it's going to be worth the full price. From what I've seen so far, it looks like a radical game with, you know, some fun gameplay for at least a month. I think it's going to be more like a Titanfall. Super hyped game. You play it for a while. You get sick of it. And then you stop. But it looks like a really sick game. 4-on-1, like you have to use teamwork, strategy. You can get a lot of good gameplay out of that. Yeah, $60. So I don't know how that's going to be, but yeah, some exciting games coming out, guys. And I obviously can't cover all of them, but this is just some of the stuff that's been pretty hyped up lately. We've been hearing some more information about. Obviously, Destiny's coming out very soon. That's what I'm going to be probably covering some of that. And you know what I was thinking of doing too was some Clash of Clans videos, which I'm extremely hesitant to do. I've been thinking about doing it for about 2 years, as long as I've been playing the game, but I'm pretty damn far in it. Much farther than about, I'm probably in the top 1% of a game or so. So that's why I'm kind of considering doing it. But, and you know what's weird too, is that every time I've streamed or played with anybody, they've all said that they play that game. It's like one of the most popular games. So that's why I'm considering it, but I know it's kind of totally different as well. Battlefront? Ooh, that sounds pretty sick. Yeah, I'm excited for that, but I don't know enough to speak on it a whole lot, unfortunately. Now I'm going to try and, I'll try and read through some of the chat and any additional questions that might be lingering on here. I've already been going for an hour. Good Lord. I'm going to upload this to my channel on YouTube, and, oh man, we'll see how it goes. It's kind of weird because it is a live stream that I'm going to be uploading, but hey, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. You guys better go if you've been enjoying the stream and you want to support me and want to see some more of these Monday View from the Mountain. Hey, that's what you're going to go over and like the video once it goes up. Probably won't be till tonight or tomorrow or something, but we'll see. I know it was kind of rough at points in choosing the videos and stuff, but we'll see. I don't know how that's going to go. All right, so let's see. Far Cry 4. Ooh, good call on that one. Good call. Yeah, I'm excited for Far Cry 4. That's going to be a good game coming out. To be honest, I'm looking for a cool story. The thing with me, though, is that I got to play games that I can upload, because that's just it. If I want to play, I feel like I got to upload it, because otherwise I feel like I'm wasting my time at this point. Because otherwise I'm going to play a game, and then you guys are going to be like, Stone, do more videos, dude. And then I'm going to be like, but I've been playing this game, and I don't have time to do more videos because I've been enjoying myself playing the game. And Let's Plays are kind of difficult to do on a channel, especially one that isn't dedicated to Let's Plays, because you guys are going to probably be playing the game on your own. If you're not, you can watch it, and hell, I've watched some Let's Plays. They're a ton of fun. You get a core group of like a few hundred people watching that and loving it, but it doesn't cater to everybody, which makes it more difficult to do. I might be able to do some highlights type things, or maybe some boss type things if I did that. But there's no real good way to do it, although it does look awesome to play. And I did get to play it already at E3, so that was kind of cool. But what else? Oh, you know, another game that I've been playing a lot too is Hearthstone. That one's pretty fun. You guys know I've been doing some streaming of that in the past and stuff like that. Pretty awesome game. it's cool. The thing about that game is good is because I can do multiple things at one time. If I want to watch a show or, you know, just mess around, I can still play that game at the same time or whatever, you know? Doesn't take full dedication. All right, let's see. Reading through the chat. Division again. Yep, talked about that a bit. Looks like a pretty dope game, man. More excited for Siege, personally, in that kind of side. Witcher 3. Somebody got me Witcher 2 for like $3. Never ended up playing it. Same sort of story. To go back, though, Clash of Clans, I'm Town Hall 10. Over level 100. I've got maxed out Inferno. All that good stuff. Most of it's maxed out. Fallout 4. Never played Fallout, actually. Although I know there's a ton of ton of hype for it. Let's see, what else we got? Man, I really wish that my freaking YouTube would have worked for this. Oh, man. Well, I'll at least be able to upload it, and I'll try and get it working for next time. What had happened was I had everything set up, and when I clicked preview, it started working, but it wouldn't go to actually start the stream. It just said, we're preparing your live stream preview. Please wait a moment. And it never actually prepared the preview, so it never actually got through. Bit unfortunate. Why didn't I play it unsub? No. Robot Roller Derby Disco Dodgeball or Riot? I don't know if I've got that one, bro. Master Chief Collection? Yeah, it'll probably be pretty sick. I don't know, though. I don't know if I want to... I was pretty hyped for it when I first heard about it, but I don't know if I want to get back into Halo a whole bunch. Like, just playing the same old maps, while it is nostalgic, it's not the most fun. Like, it's fun for a little while, but it's not something like... I'd rather play Destiny, to be honest. That's how I feel about it right now. Of course, there are going to be new maps and things as well, but, you know, the nostalgia is always fun. YouTube stream is actually, in my opinion, better if it actually works, especially because I am a YouTuber. But, yeah, how long do I think Minecraft will last? I have no idea, dude. That is out of my scope of knowledge, to be honest. That the fact that it caters to, you know, a younger audience, I don't know that audience. So, too hard to predict. Halo 5 beta, how much I would love that. Hey, if any of you game developers out there are watching this, hit me up. It's not that hard. I got an email. I got a Twitter. You want me to test some games out? Talk about them? We'll do it. We'll do it. Anyways, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up there. Been talking for about an hour now. Hopefully this thing will actually save to my Twitch, and then I'll be able to upload it to the YouTubes. And it's not too bad a quality, hopefully. But this was fun. So, let me know if you guys enjoyed it with a like. And if you're watching this thing live right now, then I'd advise you to go subscribe to my YouTube channel and like this video when it does go up. Because then I'll be doing more. And, yeah, so that's why I would do more. Otherwise, I'm going to do other stuff. So, anyways, I thought this was pretty fun. And I'm not always going to talk about games and stuff, although I could take other topics. Could talk about what I'm up to. I've been pretty busy with work and stuff, but yeah, a million things. Oh, one of the things that I was going to do too was a series giving tips for well, for school, because I did graduate at the top of my class in college, although I didn't do that great in high school. Well, not that great. I did like a 3.7 or something, but I didn't try as hard in high school or take APs or anything. You know, like in high school, people are getting like 4.5s and stuff. I don't know what you're doing. But, yeah, guys, this was a lot of fun. So, anyways, yeah, Shug posted it up there. I'll be in the, God, what's it called? TeamSpeak for a little while. If you guys want to go into the TeamSpeak, let's all flood it. It's the link down below. And we'll hang out there for a while. I haven't been in there in a while. And, yeah, so thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. This is StoneMount64, signing out.